Hello, welcome to Clutch My Pearls, the podcast where I, Emily, learn all about the smut that my friends are reading. As always, I'm joined with Vanessa and Barbara.
Rude.
Jump scare.
Jump scare.
Rude.
Rude?
Yeah, she's like, how's your light? Oh, welcome to the show.
Yeah. She was concerned about your light.
Yeah.
Wow.
I want to make sure your lighting was beautiful. I'm
what
still
if it
figuring
was
mine
not
out.
good?
Well,
and
then
you just
we
went live?
would have fixed it.
I just feel like you're not illuminated enough for me to see you across the way because you're so beautiful.
Emily has vertigo today, so she can't stare too long.
I'm not well. Like
She's
I'm
on a
saying,
ship.
real steady.
Stop
I'm
bending
also
over.
moderately unwell.
Yeah, I'm not good. I don't know what's wrong with me, though.
Well, let's find out.
Well,
Let's
I don't have
find
any
out.
printer ink.
Oh yeah, Vanessa's out of ink, so we got to make some for her. Vanessa, you got a book for us.
I do.
You are inkless.
Yeah, I had to like share my notes to Emily's iPad. Thank God I know her password.
IT
does.
professional.
I have a Post-it note.
She's gonna
Her
post it.
affirmations.
Yeah,
Also-
you're doing a great job. No one's mad at you.
It's all the cum pages, don't worry.
Oh.
I also am trying out a new technique
Oh.
for my note taking. I read the whole book. I didn't take any notes, and then I took notes at the end.
I've been trying to do that.
So this is going to be weird that I don't have my usual setup.
It's gonna be amazing.
It's going to be amazing.
It
gonna be
gets
amazing.
us back to our roots, though.
Which
because-
is not making sense.
Obviously, of course.
And
Which
on the
is-
bonus episode, I skipped the reading.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, on our
was
bonus
awesome.
episode that just came out, like, we get pretty much done with the episode, and I'm like, so when, Barbara and I are like, so when do we read?
Is there a scene?
No.
No. Oh, no, I forgot.
For Vanessa to not remember the smut. Woo.
Oh,
This is
she
a
was
book.
too excited in the story.
She
I
was
like
too
the
happy.
book.
Yeah.
I like the book.
That was a good
What
one.
can I say?
But no, by the roots, I mean, like, the roots of you just telling me about the book you read.
Mhm.
Well, we'll find
We,
out.
yeah. Well, let's do it live.
Okay. I started so many books this week.
What?
I must have started 5 books. One of them was so dirty
How
right
long do
away.
you take to get into them?
I
before
think
you
I
go?
kind of know like a chapter or two in. And it's not that I'm not going to read these books. It's just like what I'm feeling for the show and like also like what we've done.
What your
and-
vibe is.
Yes. So
We were talking earlier this week, and you were saying that there's one book that you started, and you just did this thing where audio listeners, sorry, but you just came up and went,
I was like, holy shit.
this book, get ready.
I also been doing the thing where, like Barbara, where I just read the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 6th, 7th, whatever book. Like I
Right.
don't even just jump in.
Yeah.
And so I felt like I was doing that with that series, and it was book 2. So I was like, I think I need to go back to book 1.
You're very overwhelmed.
Yes.
Are you going to present that book or?
Yeah, eventually.
But not today.
But I think I'm going to read book 1 first and give you that.
She didn't go in
I'm
order.
scared.
She's scared. If Vanessa's scared,
Because it was too nasty.
I can't hear it.
It was insane at page 1.
Insane.
That's what I
page
mean.
one?
When I say she came up to me, it was like, ooh.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I got
Is this a popular book?
Yeah. So
And
anyways.
would you say it's the nastiest thing you've read so far?
I've
Yeah.
only read 1 chapter.
The nastiest chapter you've read so far? And you've read all the pucking guys.
Yeah.
I
Was it Akatar?
Was it Throne of Glass?
It was book
I
5, you
know
mean?
it. Oh my God, Twilight.
Oh my God. Breaking Dawn.
9 books later, you found this one.
I don't. Okay, so somebody always says something, or I always read something, or there's always like a comment or something. I was like scouring through recommendations, looking through comments, and it was Emily
Me?
Emily Hornberg.
told me something that saw at Target. I don't know what, and so I think I'd probably download.
Was
the
I
book.
with you at Target?
No.
I just told you about it.
Oh, I
Yes.
thought it was a fan Emily. It's Emily.
No, it's Emily.
It's
Emily.
actually
It's
Emily Hornberg. Okay.
It's me, Emily
Yeah.
Hornberg.
My
Which when I
instincts
was
are
re-listening to
amazing.
stuff, Emily Hornberg is from episode 2. That's
Yeah,
she's
you
been
told me that the
around.
other day, and I'm like, whoo, back to our roots.
She's been around
What
for a
book
while.
was that?
Sweet
The Darkest
Temptation.
Temptation. Yeah.
Okay.
It was a dog cage one.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the Charlie Method.
That's the book?
Yes, by Elle Kennedy.
That name's familiar.
Yes, she writes a lot of hockey books.
She's cutesy ones.
She wrote The Deal.
Oh, yeah.
It's everywhere.
Oh, wait. Is that the one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Emily was talking about this book at the store. She sees it all the time.
Oh.
And I'd seen a TikTok. This is number 3 in the Campus Diaries.
I love
Okay.
That series is a totally different series, The Deal.
The Deal
I don't
one.
know what it is called.
I think that they're all all the artwork is really similar style. And that's just what you see them on the end of every,
Yeah.
cat.
They're
I've
the-
seen it everywhere, yeah.
Yeah, they're the pictures with like the no faces.
so you can picture your own face.
Yeah.
Aw.
Okay.
The Charlie method, I just keep thinking about a Charlie horse.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about I'm in a dirty mindset right now where it's like, here's the Charlie method. Here's how you get the dick in and then lick the balls.
What?
Do you remember from the book that we read?
Charlie?
That was in the book,
Okay,
right?
Yes. I told you about it. We read this. Has that
Which
come
book
out?
was it? It would have come out by the time people listening to this has
it's
come
the
out.
bonus episode.
It was the bonus episode.
There's nobody named Charlie. What is happening?
No,
Okay,
no.
Nothing
I
about
think the
Charlie.
Charlie method would be the name for the thing.
The move.
Where the
You
move.
just decided to name it that.
I'm in my mind thinking it's the Charlie method, something like that.
Gotcha.
Like in the bonus episode. For those of you who haven't listened to our bonus episodes, this is why you need to listen to our bonus episodes because we don't know what's bonus and what's not.
Join us on Patreon.
It's when she was giving him a blowjob and she had it all the way in and then licked the balls.
I was just gonna how would that? I'm not gonna do that into the camera.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
I feel like
Ma'am.
There's no way to know.
There's no way to know.
There's no way to know.
I
don't know the
feel
Charlie method.
like if you're that deep down, your mouth is full, and how are you going to get your tongue past your
I
teeth?
think you're supposed to have it out before you go in.
I have TMJ and an overbite. Let's not get. I remembered a story that I saw on Reddit or Twitter or TikTok or a news article that I read. Someone
The internet.
someone mixed up a Charlie horse and camel toe, and they told their in-laws, "No, I can't come. I have a really bad camel toe."
Oh my God.
But sometimes you wear onesies and you're like, I can't wear this.
Yeah,
That's all I brought.
Can't go.
Okay.
What's the fuck's the Charlie
What
method?
is
If
the
it's
Charlie
not
method?
what I think it is, and
Our
it's not a
main
camel
character's
toe.
name is Charlie, but
Okay.
her real name is Charlotte.
And she's a Methodist.
She's in STEM.
She's a woman in STEM.
Yeah.
She's a baby in STEM.
She's a baby?
Babe.
Oh.
She's
Einstein
in-
babies.
She's in college.
Baby Einstein.
Yeah.
okay.
Prodigy.
So she's
Okay.
not technically
Student in STEM.
Student in STEM.
She's a toddler.
Yeah. What book was that? With the Muppet Babies.
Kylie Kent.
Kylie Kent. I like that one.
The
I like that
Australian
book.
Muppet
Mafia.
babies. Why
I
are
like
we talking
that
about
one.
Muppet babies?
Because you said their ages and then we were like, what?
Yeah. I forgot
We
to clarify, when their father passed away, there were these ages. And I'm just talking
Yeah.
about, so he's 13 years old.
And we're like, oh, they're babies.
Again, that's our roots. Just going off on weird tangents that have nothing to do with anything.
And didn't Boss Baby come up?
That's where Boss Baby came from.
Yeah.
Because he walks in and goes, hey, I like this place. And she's the realtor.
So she's the boss baby. Okay.
So she's student in STEM.
She's applying for graduate school. She's a senior in college
Good for her.
for STEM.
this-
Biomed.
Oh,
Biology
God.
and medical.
Biomed engineer.
God.
Oh,
God.
Yeah.
I bet she
Devices.
yeah,
She's
or like
gonna build
solves problems.
bionic arms and stuff.
Yes. College senior Charlotte Kingston is living
Kingston.
Kingston.
Is she British?
No.
She's British.
That sounds British.
She's actually Korean.
She's Korean.
Oh.
Adopted by an American family.
Okay.
Okay.
She's living two lives and she's nailing both of them. By day, she's the perfect sorority girl, a STEM student in biomedical engineering, and the adopted daughter of an overachiever family. At night, she's Charlie, the risk-taking daredevil looking for fun who finds herself chatting on a dating app with two anonymous hotties.
Oh.
I just pictured her having a side part and then just flipping to the other
Yes.
side. It's me. I'm totally different.
It's me. I'm Charlie now. Charlie goes to the left.
I'm a risk taker.
It's Charlie, bitch.
Oh, yeah.
Will Larson may seem like the breezy boy next door.
Larson is a common book
Larson.
boyfriend last name.
Yeah. Oh,
Breezy.
Reese Larson was our bodyguard.
Will
White bikini.
Larson.
Larson is. I'm noticing the common names. You know, Charlie's another one.
Okay.
Will Larson may seem like the breezy boy next door, but his congressman father is a constant thorn in his side.
Question.
Question: Democrat or Republican? Barbara has a question. Barbara has the floor.
Conservative.
He is.
Yes.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Wait, Will is or the father is?
The father is.
Fuck the father.
Yeah.
Not like that though.
Maybe
Not in the
later.
way that we want, in the
Not
other way
this
that we
book.
want.
Vanessa, occupy yourself. Emily, what the hell do you think a breezy boy next door?
Yeah.
He's breezy, like Monica
Just-
from Friends, which I need to stop referencing because it's outdated.
I've been watching a lot of Southern Charm, so I'm picturing Shep.
He's very
For our
laid
Southern
back.
charm heads.
He's very sweet, very gentleman.
Always has the wind
boy
in his
next
hair.
door. Yeah, brown hair, brown eyes.
Just kind of
Breezy.
like,
Nothing's
yeah,
very
sure,
serious.
whatever. Yeah, I can sleep in. I can go to
Type
class.
B.
Things come to me easy.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
After a scandal
A
hits,
life we know nothing of.
After a scandal hits another Division I hockey program, Will's dad is determined to distance his son from it, hiring a journalist to prove how squeaky clean Will and his team is.
They're not. They're dirty babies.
Which
Dirty
means
boys.
the last thing Will wants is for anyone to find out that him and his best friend, Beckett Dunn.
Fuck.
Nope.
His name's Beckett, but he goes by Beck. He's Australian.
Hey, that's
And he's a
okay.
hockey player.
I'm in.
I feel
I'm
like that
back
makes
in.
way more sense for him now
Yeah.
that he's Australian. It's like when you didn't tell us what's his face was a billionaire.
Yeah.
Oh, we love
The
it.
stalker guy. Well, we
Yeah.
don't love it, but it makes sense.
Yeah. So he's a fun Aussie boy.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
blonde, like curly, like
Surfer boy.
yeah,
They
totally.
know how to swear.
Yeah. A laid back Aussie shielding a secret heartache. Sometimes share girls in the bedroom.
Oh my
So threesomes?
God.
Threesomes.
Threesomes.
They
The
were
Charlie
roommates.
method.
The Charlie method. Oh, wait, so does she teach them how to...
No.
Maybe, okay, so if your Charlie method is correct, throat deep for Will Larson, and then tongue is on Beck.
Beck's
Oof,
balls.
there's no way.
Believe in
There's
Charlie.
no
She's
way.
a woman in STEM, biomedical engineering. She could construct a tongue situation.
She could.
like a little like.
You know how people have
That's
the
too
slide.
long.
You know
Oh, the
people
slit?
slit the tongue.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Sorry to anybody that has that. If you do, that's cool. But
That's cool, but
I'm scared.
I'm
I'm
scared.
scared.
Okay. When Charlie finally meets him in person, she realizes she's been chatting with two gorgeous Briar U hockey players. Things get steamy fast, but all their messy secrets are piling up, and real life soon threatens to shatter the fantasy. With Charlie, Will, and Beck all coming to terms with what they want and what others want for them, difficult decisions will be made.
Which major should we, which grad school?
Who comes first?
All of the above.
Who comes where?
Especially when lust starts to look a lot like love.
Oh, they're in love.
Do they all end up together in like a throuple situation, or are we gonna like root for one of the guys?
Ooh.
Do you want me to tell you?
Yes. I read The Hunger Games and rooted for the wrong guy, and I'll never do it again. so you
Both
need to tell me
guys.
both guys. Okay, yeah. Cool.
You root for them both. It's a
Yeah.
throuple situation.
Yeah.
Throuple.
Okay.
528 pages.
Damn.
I know.
You read that. Whew.
Yeah.
She was in book jail.
What's the setup of the first coming?
Mm.
Multiple partners, just one person?
One
Someone
person.
else?
One person
Jerking it or rubbing it?
jerking it in the shower.
Rubbing
in
it.
In
Okay.
the ice rink? Oh my
She's
God.
going to rub it out on page 37.
You're right. 84.
157.
Damn.
When do you think they fuck?
213.
Oh, 210.
238. You're very close.
Oh my God, look
we're
at
so
us go.
Women in STEM.
Us being vaguely ill.
Biomeds.
Really working out.
I was about to put somebody else's passcode in here.
I hope that picks up the tip, 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 tip. That feels like
Yeah.
ASMR.
Okay. So Charlie or Charlotte, she's Korean. So she's adopted, so she definitely has like a chip on her shoulder about like fitting in with her family, feeling like she needs to be perfect, and they're definitely all like overachievers. So she's definitely like, if I fuck something up, they're not gonna love me.
Oh.
I know, it's really sad. She like talks about how when she was little, she would do something bad and she would be afraid that her mom was gonna find out, and then they were gonna send her back to Korea.
Oh,
I know.
my God.
It was so sad. She's in the same sorority that her mom was in. Her mom was the president, so naturally she's going to be in the sorority.
Pressure.
She's the financial chair, I guess. I don't really know that much
loves
about
numbers.
it. She doesn't really like the sorority life, and on top of that, they don't sound like a fun sorority. It's very like all about I mean, this is not
I
sound
knew
fun.
that's what you were going to say.
But no, but they're
It's all
very
like giving back and charity.
they like
like
to
no,
hear
but
it.
like
party.
they don't do anything else but
It's
that.
purely charity. It's
Purely
basically Jubilee.
charities, purely academic. The
There are no
president,
parties.
no,
No threesomes?
parties, no threesomes.
That's
Charlie's
why
got
Charlotte.
it.
That's why Charlotte's in it. But
That's the Charlie
Charlie's-
method.
Yes, so they're not even really like allowed to attend parties. Like it's kind of crazy.
Why are you in a sorority? Whatever.
Well, it's her mom's sorority, so she kind of feels like she has to do it,
And if
she's
she doesn't do it, they'll
always-
send her back to
No,
Korea.
but
Yeah.
like everybody collectively, you're in a sorority, but you can't attend
They
parties.
still do it.
Sure.
She's
they
like,
do the
"You're not
Charlie
gonna-"
method.
you're not going to like completely stop people from living their lives, obviously, but the president definitely like gives people shit. She like gives people shit for like making out in the quad.
I would too. That's gross. Get a
Or
room.
like whenever like
Clutching your pearls. Stop it.
Quit it.
when she's like giving people shit about like the outfits that they're wearing, you have to like uphold the sorority everywhere you go.
Just kill me.
Yeah, totally. She just broke up with her boyfriend Mitch.
Mitch McConnell.
It was Mitch McConnell. She was with Mitch McConnell.
She's like, he is gone.
Yeah. He's like, oh my God, your dad knows my ex-boyfriend?
Okay.
Upgrade.
Was she fucking this guy's dad? Was it Mitch McConnell that she was fucking?
He needed constant reassurance and ego stroking.
Well,
and
that
his
sounds like
dementia.
Mitch McConnell.
obviously she doesn't have a lot of time because she's a STEM major.
She's busy.
But she also has a very like stress-induced high libido. So she wants to fuck all the time.
I am God's forgotten child.
Again, a life we will never know.
I just have like, my stomach hurts.
I thought, please, my tummy hurts. I can't. I mustn't.
Tension headache. Ugh.
She's got to fuck about it, apparently.
Apparently, that's the Charlie method.
Whoops.
Oh, wow.
Do you want to go home?
Go practice it.
Okay. Get it together. So he would literally like complain because she would just show up to his house and like jump his bones, and he's like, I can't perform on
This
demand.
is the worst.
Oh, she always wants to fuck. Gosh, can't get my dick out of her
I
mouth.
have a genius.
Wow, this gorgeous genius, and she wants sex all the time. Fuck.
She
What a
doesn't even
trash
say
man.
hi. Yeah. So
Well, it's Mitch McConnell. He doesn't care.
now she pretty much only does casual sex because she's so busy. Woman in STEM.
I hope
And
her sorority president doesn't know.
she keeps it very tight-lipped.
She's not
Charlie.
She
She's
keeps
not
it tight.
She keeps it. Those lips are tight.
That noise. This episode
She's not out
is
in the quad
off the
having
rails
this.
already. So she uses an app.
Grinder.
No face pics. So it sounds raunchy. Literally the very first chapter, she's getting finger banged in a Porsche by the quarterback of the football team.
But she doesn't finish?
She doesn't.
Guy
Her
can't find
phone
it.
rings because her president of her sorority is calling a meeting about a gala.
Why do these people always answer the phone?
I don't know.
Yeah, just wait like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like not even. Probably already almost there.
And she was about to come. I was like, this is insane. Page 5, like, what are we doing?
That's what we're doing.
Yeah,
She doesn't
that's
want to
what
get
we're
sent
doing.
back to Korea.
It could happen.
She's scared. She's scared.
So she be fucking, but she makes them promise not to tell anybody. This is a one-time thing. When you see me on campus, pretend you don't know me.
Okay.
She literally runs into that quarterback later, and he straight up pretends he does not know her.
Well,
Yeah.
concussions, maybe he really doesn't.
She finds a profile of 2 guys, no face,
Besties.
super hot, shirtless, of course.
Jerking it.
No, it's just pictures.
It's just blurred out faces.
Just like cut, like cropped off. Same with her. She has like a picture of her like in a purple like lingerie laying on the bed, no face. And then she has like a bikini picture on like some trip, no face.
These boys made a profile where it's the 2 of them.
Yes.
Package deal.
So basically they go by B and Lars. Will, Larson, and B for Beckett. She swipes on them, whatever. They send a message. She's thinking it's a dick pic, but it's literally them saying like, do you believe that
What?
do you believe that time travel is possible? If the answer is no, how does it feel to be so monumentally wrong? So they're into sci-fi and like time travel, and I think it was just kind of like a cute way to like, she wasn't, because it's like a hookup.
Right. That's it's usually just like, let's fuck.
Yeah, pretty
But
much.
they're like,
so
let's
she's
chat.
intrigued because she's a nerd. She's a woman in STEM, so she's definitely like,
This could be a real connection.
yeah.
That would not work on me.
They
How does it feel to be wrong? Okay, bye.
Oh, okay. Bye.
What-
One website. Bye.
They chat for like a couple, like 2 weeks or something, mostly going back and forth about like what they would do to each other, fantasies, and she's really just using the app for like
release.
Yeah, kind of. So she's definitely rubbing it out to these messages. And I'm
Time travel.
I'm pretty sure they are too.
Do you get their POV?
Yes.
Nice.
Everybody. Two boys and the girl, yeah.
All right.
Even though she doesn't know who they are on the app, she does know who they are in real life.
How?
She just doesn't know it's them.
Oh, like she knows them, but she doesn't know that's who she's talking to.
She knows them, but doesn't realize
who it is because she
Gotcha.
doesn't. Okay, so they're just shirtless, faceless photos.
Yeah.
She has classes with both of them. Will is actually her lab partner. And
She's like, I recognize those veins.
Well, she doesn't right away.
Right.
She wasn't originally his lab partner. This was something kind of weird in the book, too, is like she wasn't even his lab partner. They were both partnered up with a couple that were dating. And they wrote a letter to the teacher saying that it was impossible for them to study without each other and that they had to be lab partners. So that meant automatically
It's impossible.
we can't.
that Will and Charlie had to be paired up
Okay.
because, yeah. So that girl wrote fanfic and Will is helping her edit it. And so weirdly, we get these chapters of fanfic that I think are real.
Did Elle Kennedy used to write fanfic?
I have no idea.
There's no way to know.
There's
There's
no way to know.
But at the end of the book, it does mention who wrote the fanfic and that it actually is being published.
What fandom is it? Do you know?
It is Elizabeth the First
Okay.
losing her virginity to Alexander the Great.
What?
Were they the same time?
No.
Okay.
No. So that is plopped in the book.
Just here.
Yeah, one chapter.
Could you have done without that?
I didn't read them.
She's like, I got shit to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just
528
like,
pages could have been 300.
yeah,
Yeah.
I just didn't feel the need.
Yeah.
And a lot of people complain in the reviews about
That.
Oh, yeah. And I think the problem with this book, not the problem, but the problem with these interconnected like universes in the series is that they drop a lot of names and I'm like, who are these people? We're
Yeah.
having like whole entire text threads with parents that are from the original series. And
Sometimes series that will say they're interconnected standalones are totally good about giving you the context you need. And
Yeah.
then sometimes it's like, I can tell I'm supposed to know who these people are or what
Yeah.
event they're talking about, and I got nothing. So I'm just going to keep going.
overwhelming amount of information.
Wait, is this part of the deal one?
No.
I feel like
So
Briar
that
to
is
You
a
is
s-
that is the
It
same
is
school.
the same school.
Oh, it's not the same people.
This is not the same series, yeah.
Huh.
So
So he's a fanfic editor.
He's editing the fanfic of his ex-lab partner.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Beck is in one of her classes also. He totally annoys her. He's always teasing
Little
her.
twerp.
He calls her Sugar Puff because one day she was sitting out front of waiting on class and she was eating. It sounded like a beignet. She was like, it was like a baseball-sized dough covered in powdered sugar and she had it all over her face.
Hell yeah. There's no way to eat it
so
without
good.
getting all
That's
over
exactly what she said.
That's
and
the
so
Charlie method.
he calls her the Sugar Puff.
you. Oh, that's cute.
It's really cute.
Aw.
It drives her crazy though.
Aw.
So they only share. They do not date. Something that was kind of annoying about this book also is that they don't really talk about how they got into it. They are mentioned in the other books because everybody was really excited for them to get.
So they don't
a
fuck each
book.
other. They just.
No. People
I'm
were
always
also
confused about the logistics.
I gotta know.
they're
Who's where
very
in the room?
disappointed that is not happening in this book either.
So they don't even touch each other.
No eye contact.
No, not really. I mean,
Gorilla
they're
glasses.
definitely not using gorilla glasses.
But they're not jerking each other.
No.
Okay.
No. A lot of people in the reviews were saying this is total queer bait because it almost kind of seemed like she had been teasing that this was going to be MMF instead of MFM.
Okay, so if it's MMF, it means boys touch each other, and then
Yes.
I never knew
MFM
that.
means there's always a girl in the middle.
Yes.
Cool.
And they don't
See, that's
touch.
why I asked. I'm learning.
Yeah, she's learned.
Yeah.
That's what this podcast is all
Yeah.
about.
It's very educational.
This is why we're here.
We're gonna
for
have flashbacks.
education. We're all women in STEM.
Yes.
She Oh, I was going to say girls usually end up catching feelings for one or the other, but never both. And that makes them very sad.
Because they're not soulmates.
We only share.
Do they ever fuck on their own? Other people?
No.
So they're in love, but they can't.
I think
They have to be in the room together, but it's not queer.
No. They share a woman.
Right.
Yeah.
But like, is Beckett fucking a girl on his own on the side?
I don't know. They don't really talk about that.
No can do.
I don't think so, though.
Doesn't work.
Yeah, he's got to be there. He has to see it. It's like if a tree falls in the woods.
Will is breezy boy, but he's bossy.
Sheppy.
Yeah, he's got that political father,
Yeah.
Right.
hate my father kind of thing. I'm just putting that in my head. I don't care if it's true or not.
I love it.
So she goes to a hockey game. She's never been to one before. And one of the girls is talking about how two of the guys are so cute, Will and Beck, and that there's a rumor going around that they share girls, but nobody really knows anything about
Charlie
it.
knows.
Nobody really knows who the girls are. It's just kind of like
Gossip.
Yes. And when she realizes who they're talking about, obviously they're wearing their jersey. She realizes his last name is Larson. Lars. She puts two and two together.
Uh-oh.
She's too smart for us. She figured it out.
Shit. She figured
Well,
it out.
I don't think they were really trying to keep it a secret.
Clearly
but,
not.
Yeah.
But did they have any idea that that was her that they were
No,
talking to?
They don't know. She's kind of annoyed that it's them because she's like annoyed.
She's like, I know you guys.
Yeah. And it won't really be like a secret.
I gotta talk to you again.
And see him in class. But now that she knows what they look like, she can't stop thinking about it. And this is where she rubs one out.
Uh-oh.
So this is what the Charlie method is. It's basically like this algorithm or program that she made up where you basically put in the consequences of like a pros and cons list, but then it uses statistics and certain questions to eliminate it to see what the outcome would be and if you could live with it.
So it's decision making.
Yes.
Not like matchmaking.
No, it's decision making. So pretty much anytime she's trying to make a decision, she pumps it in and does
A woman
the
that
Charlie
went,
method.
I can't make up my own mind. I have to turn to science.
Yeah. So is it like a chat GPT thing?
Kind of, yeah. So she'll put in like, should I meet up with him? And then she's like, what's the worst case scenario? STDs, which is low because she'll use a condom.
Is she asking a computer this?
Yes.
Yeah, it's not ChatGPT. It's an algorithm that's just
like
like,
yeah.
Yeah. But she just doesn't have the anxiety in her brain telling her everything that can go wrong on her own.
She needs to see what the outcome is and then go, I'm not the one who's making this plot up in my head. It's cold hard math.
Yeah. And then if it's something that even though it could happen, could she live with it?
We're like, oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah. Then it takes that off of the list. So only leaves things that she can't live with. So obviously the one thing that she can't live with is somebody finding out her secret.
That she likes to fuck.
Just her reputation. She doesn't want it to be tarnished in any way.
She doesn't want people to know that she's horny.
Yeah.
Right.
Or that she's doing
She
casual
has
sex.
stress-induced horniness.
Yeah.
Right. It's a medical condition.
Yeah. I'm working on finding the cure, and it's fucking.
It's the
She's like a
Oh my
vibrator
God.
that's so powerful.
Does she share that with others or is it just her own thing?
Just her own thing. Yeah.
It's a private thing.
She asks them for a pic. They send it just of them. I think it might be the picture that's online, and it's just the head is not removed. It's just them on a vacation.
Some
Holding
other
hands.
Other heads are there.
Yeah. Sword fighting.
She confronts Will in class about it. He's shocked. She's Miss Prim and Proper, pleated skirt, matching sweater sets.
Like a little Chanel suit. Not Chanel because she's a woman in STEM
Pearls,
in class.
100%.
Well,
Thigh
she's
highs,
super
socks,
horny.
yeah.
Thigh high socks. She's like, I'm a very good girl, but I have thigh highs on.
Yeah.
Little slut.
He thinks it's fate. They've never talked before, and now they got switched for lab partners, and they matched right before.
So he's stoked. He's like, oh, fun.
Yeah, totally.
Girl
Are
with
these little
soulmates.
golden retriever boys?
Yeah.
And she's like the black cat.
He is golden retriever, but then he's also in charge in the bedroom.
Yes.
Beckett's
He's not Dom, but he's definitely like, do this, do that.
Okay.
Yeah, he
Okay.
runs the show.
He takes control.
He's the captain.
he's the what do they call the circus ringleader guy?
a ringleader?
Sure.
Ringmaster?
I guess it's a ringleader.
There's no way to know.
He's like, and now I'm your lab partner. It turns out you're the one I matched with and the one that me and Beckett are so obsessed with.
Why are you so obsessed with me?
She loves that he said that.
Yeah.
But of course, she's worried that people are going to find out. He suggests they just go out for drinks just to get to know each other. But she claims this isn't her. This isn't the real her. She was just chatting. It's just for fantasies.
That's her when she has her side part on the other side.
Yeah, she's not Charlie
yet. Totally
yet.
different person.
She's like, are you going to tell Beckett? And he's like, of course, I tell him everything. He's my roommate.
We do everything together.
We do everything. They were roommates.
The next time her and Beckett have a class, he brings her a powdered donut because they don't make that messy pastry anymore. He wants to know the same thing, like, why don't you want to meet up? She says it's not real, kind of gives him the same thing. He's like, you want every single thing that you described in those chats, Charlotte. You want to swallow up my
material.
chicken
Chicken.
while Will fills your kitty.
Kit Kat. You're doing so good. It's scary.
She's so good.
So this is another thing in the book. She goes to a friend for advice. She met this guy who's gay at a party. He had this like cool car, and it turns out that he owns like a go-kart racetrack with his dad.
Great.
And that they race luxury cars like Ferraris and stuff.
Whoa.
And so he lets her come out there and blow off some steam and
Well, we
take
know how
some
she blows off steam.
Yeah,
cars.
the Charlie method.
drive a bunch of cars around the tracks. But she goes to him for some advice on this because this is one of the people that she like trusts with her secrets.
Her computer statistic algorithm is not coming up with the right answer.
Yeah. He's like, there's a first time for everything. And she's like, what if I meet them and I don't want to hook up? And he's like, I'm afraid to inform you, but you'll have to lie there like a sacrificial virgin and let them run a train on you.
Uh-huh.
He's
It's a book.
basically like, you don't have to have sex with somebody.
Yeah.
You just want to meet up with them, just have drinks,
You
go
also know who
somewhere.
they are.
Yeah, go somewhere in public, just see what they have to say. So they do. They meet. She has all the questions. Do they
Does she
hook
come
up?
with like a list of questions?
No, she
Like,
doesn't.
Okay.
She's like, this is kind of awkward. Of course, she's like tries to leave. She makes them meet like an hour outside of town because she doesn't want anybody to see them.
This girl
This
is
is
so
your lab
type
partner.
A. My God.
Yeah, that's what I kind of thought. Like, what's the big deal?
Yeah.
But anyways, they she wants to know if they hook up. She wants to know if they ever double penetrate.
And
He says
they?
he says we don't kiss and tell.
then why are we meeting up?
She
Find
says that
out.
she's thinking about kissing them, but she's like, don't kiss me here. And then she's like, maybe when you walk me to the car, you can kiss me.
Okay.
And so then they kiss. It's kind of hot. I can't
You
lie.
liked it?
Yeah.
Do they all three kiss at the same time?
No, she's like standing outside and Beckett comes up behind her and like is keeping her like warm because it's cold outside, and he like wraps his arms around her waist and he tells her to kiss Will goodnight.
Oh my God.
And so she gets out. You want me to read it?
Yeah.
Do it.
Do it. You fucking do it.
Okay, hold on. I think I highlighted this scene because I was going to tease you guys. Oh, because this is April Fool's. Isn't it?
There's no way to know.
I don't
There's
know.
no way to know.
Maybe.
Just cut all this out.
No. This is going to be our
This
first
is the
clip.
gold.
No.
This is what the people come for.
Yeah.
Me
That's how we
coughing.
built our following.
Maybe I don't know what it is.
Okay.
We don't know where it is. There's no way to know.
There's no way to know. It's a good spot to read, though. It's
so
around...
Beckett-
What?
Beckett is wrapping his arms around her.
He kisses, he tells her to kiss Will, and she does. She
Uh-huh.
gets up on her tippy toes and kisses him, and she can feel Beck has a boner in her butt. And then Will tells her to turn around and kiss Beck, and he like wraps his hands in her hair and like basically like guides her to kiss him.
Like your Barbies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. She texts them the next day that she wants to come over and just watch a movie, no expectations. But of course, this is where they make her come at 2:38.
They're not dating. This is not real. She's a billion questions. They're not going to hook up. They're just going to watch a movie together.
Yeah, they
But
don't.
maybe
They fuck.
kiss.
Who knows?
It's kind of funny because they're laughing that they come in like 10 strokes. But she's already come 4 times, so
Jesus.
it really doesn't matter. And then they end up having sex again. They literally immediately get hard. Right afterwards.
They prime the pump.
Yeah. She leaves in the middle of the night and deletes the app.
They'll never find her.
What? Why?
I think it's kind of like sending a message like, this is over kind of thing. Will confronts her at class about it. He is worried. He's like, I just want to know if you're okay. Did we do something wrong?
Did you get hacked?
Was it too much?
Yeah. I don't want you to feel like you regretted something.
Are you back together with Mitch McConnell?
Oh my God.
Right.
She basically apologizes. She feels bad because she's like, I don't want you to think that. She was like, I enjoyed myself, but it's definitely not going to happen again. She was like, I felt shameful. It felt shameful. And she was like, and I feel like if I do it again, what did she say? It feels sleazy to do it more than once. He's offended.
Yeah.
But he understands. He's
like, it's gluttonous.
He kind of feels the same way originally when him and Beck started doing it. He kind of had some like trouble like accepting that it's like okay.
Conservative dad.
Yes, definitely. And he's always like thinking about his dad's image and how that reflects on his dad. He's like, it's better that we don't, he says this, it's better that we don't see each other again. I can't speak for Beck, but society is judgmental enough, and I don't need a girl that I'm seeing to also judge how we pass our time. Do you want me to just delete your number?
Ooh.
Yeah,
I'm not mad at that.
She's like kind of taken aback by that.
He's totally correct. We don't need a girl judging us as well. True.
Yeah, especially one that we're sleeping with.
I don't really understand everybody's stress. Like, I don't know. Maybe just these
It's
poor...
Bri or you. She could be sent back to Korea.
The stakes are so high.
Yeah.
Right.
His dad's going to be the head of some fucking department he knows nothing about.
Yeah, he's... Yeah.
Beck ends up asking Will for her phone number, and he creates like a group chat between the 3 of them and basically just tells her, like,
you're stupid.
Yeah. Well, no, he's actually like nice. Like, I don't want you to feel shameful. And he was like, if anything, you might feel shame based on other people's opinions, but something that you did is not, what you did is not wrong.
Why are there voices in your head?
Exactly.
Because you're a Libra.
Especially if they're not supposed to know.
Exactly.
That
and
Libra
like,
thing.
She has 2 different personalities. She has an algorithm make decisions for her. She keeps going, yes, I'm in, no, I'm out. Can't keep her, like, super, super, super concerned with what everyone else thinks.
Yeah.
No, she's not. There's no way to know.
I don't know when her birthday is. We don't know.
Yeah.
She kind of just ignores his text message, but it's definitely like weighing on her and she feels bad. The next time she sees him at class, so this is another thing. She's trying to find her biological family, and it turns out that she didn't have a hit on the website for her mom or her dad, but she does find out that she has a biological brother who was also adopted, and she ends up meeting him, and he did not have a very good upbringing, and he's kind of like feels a way that she was adopted by a good family and he wasn't. And she kind of puts into her head that maybe her parents didn't want to adopt him because he was older and she was a baby. And so now she's feeling a way about her parents. Like, why didn't you adopt my brother? She's feeling icky. She also doesn't want to tell her family that she's looking for her biological family because she thinks that that's going to piss them off and that she's going to get sent back to Korea, even though she's 20 something.
They'll do it.
They'll fucking do it.
They'll do it.
Send you both back.
Yeah.
So he can tell something's off with her, and she had confided in him that she had found her brother and that she reached out to him, but that he had not sent a message. And so she confides in him about meeting him and how things aren't going very well.
This is Beckett?
Yeah. And he's like, maybe you just need a little distraction. They go into a janitor's closet. He goes down on her. She goes down on him. And then they end up sending a picture to Will.
Does Will get jealous? Because Will wasn't there.
Well, he did say you guys are going to get punished for this, but there's no jealousy.
Oh.
He's
breezy.
You guys
He's easy breezy. Like, I'll get some later.
Come
you guys
and go,
are gonna
come
get
again. I don't care.
Yeah. Wow.
So now they're back to fucking. They're basically falling for each other. Her friends thinks that she's dating Will. I think because they're lab partners and she's always over at his house, he kind of becomes like her public boyfriend.
Does Beckett get jealous of that at all?
No.
These boys know nothing about jealousy.
They're
No.
basically sharing one brain cell. They're the same person.
I can't remember where we read.
You want me to pull it up? And
Let's
see?
just fucking read.
Let's fucking
Let's
read.
fucking read. And then tell me about what the hell everyone else's secrets are. Beckett's worried about his secrets, and Will's
Okay,
got
so
his...
Beckett doesn't want to date anybody because his high school girlfriend cheated on him. And he thought that they were going to get married. They were going to go to the same college. They dated the whole entire 4 years. And so he literally feels like he got his heart ripped out and he just cannot love.
So he internalized that he himself is not enough for one woman, so he must have, like, phone a friend. Tag a friend in. Will be enough. This girl can never leave us.
I wish they explained how they came to be. Because I don't think that I feel like they were... Oh...
What?
I don't even think I put the thing on the right page. Dude,
No, I was just looking at your library.
Get out of my library.
I was like, so this is all the stuff you
What are
started.
you finding on there?
Okay.
What are you finding on there?
Okay.
Pull up the ritual. Start reading.
Oh, shit.
Oh my God.
Is that the book?
That's
The
the
ritual?
ritual. That's not the one that she was reading, but that's the scary one.
The nasty one?
That's a scary one.
That's in the same universe as the Pierce Nipples in the Maze book. Remember that?
You were gossiping with each other about that, and I still haven't heard about what this
What?
is. Pierce nipples in a maze.
We said that on the show.
You said it on the show that there's something
it was
where...
just a video. It was like one of those girls being like, we listen and we
yeah.
don't judge. And she was like, they chase her into a maze, him and his friends, and then they pierce her nipples when they catch her.
Ugh.
That's not sanitary.
The Ritual is the first book in that series.
Okay. To distract myself from the growing arousal, I get to my feet and come up behind Charlie, lowering my hand to her hair. So they've already fucked a bunch because there's stuff
Yes.
earlier where it's like,
He
tingling in my balls.
She went down on him. I think she went down on both of them.
Charlie method.
She did the Charlie method.
Yeah.
Split
So
tongue.
what's the worst? There's no, you can do all decisions. Twisting it around my fist, I guide her along Will's shaft, watching as she blows him. She's still fully clothed, and he's buck naked.
He
I always
loves
thought
it.
it was butt naked, but it's buck naked.
Yeah. Naked as a butt.
I always thought it was butt naked.
That makes more sense.
His hips moving to meet her eager pulls on his her hips moving to meet her eager pulls on his dick. It's so damn hot. Ah, look what a good girl you are. I encourage her. Keep sucking. You're making him feel so good.
You're getting an A.
Yay! She slips one hand between her legs, cupping herself over her leggings.
The hand gestures that you do when you are...
The camel paw? I grin down at her. You want to take these off, don't you? You want your fingers inside yourself while you suck him.
Fingies.
She nods. This is nasty. She nods. Her cheeks are flushed. Her expression a haze of need.
Which
She's like, I'm
cheeks?
so stressed. I need
So much on my
it.
plate right now.
Fuck. Too bad. You'll just have to sit there, wet and throbbing. You don't get yours until Larson gets his. So she's just having to soak through her leggings.
Leggings.
Oh,
leggings.
it's the leggings. I was like, wet and throbbing. Like, what got
She
you?
can't get to her leggings.
the leggings.
The wet and throbbing's gross,
Emily hates
but
leggings.
that it's inside of leggings. She's just soaking them. Will groans. See, he likes the sound of that. I say with a chuckle. His shaft is slick with her saliva. This is too medical. The head leaking pre-cum gross.
well,
as she swipes.
she's a woman in STEM.
That's
she's,
true.
Biomed engineer.
she's learning about the body.
one of many.
One of many bioengineers.
One of many penises.
One of many people in this room.
We said different words.
The head leaking pre-cum that she swipes her tongue over on every upstroke. I absent-mindedly stroke myself as I watch her pleasure Will. Will is the rich boy, right?
The
So this is the
congressman.
Aussie's point of view.
Yes.
Oh.
You're so good at that, Charlie, he praises, his voice low and husky. So sweet. He jerks when she swirls her tongue over his swollen cockhead. Fuck.
Mm.
Charlie starts moving faster. but I know Will is not fast enough. He's like, I know my man.
This guy.
He likes
needs it faster.
He needs it. He likes it rougher than this. Sure enough, he replaces her mouth with his fist. Like he's like, get off. I can do this myself. Pumping himself with more force. As he strokes faster, I tighten my grip on Charlie's hair, tugging her face closer to Will's cock. He's going to punch her. Open your mouth.
Because he's fisting his
Because he's aggressively jerking
Again,
it.
the hand motions. That's
And she's like, okay.
YouTube. That's educational.
This is what he was doing.
We're laughing so hard. Everything's so
Education,
dry.
women in STEM. This is how you shake up a test tube.
Oh my God.
Open your mouth, baby. I want to see him come on your tongue. I want to see you swallow it. She moans and opens her mouth. I'm not doing that.
Thank you.
Just like that, Thanks. Will shoots, cursing as we both watch her swallow it up. Charlie barely gets to her feet before we're ripping at her clothes, breaking a record for how fast we got our girl naked.
Her nice sweater set and her
Ripping those leggings, and you know they got caught on her foot, and they're like, ugh.
I know they never say anything about taking off her shoes when she's wearing leggings.
They just put the
God.
leggings down over so her shoes are still on and her feet. She's sliding everywhere.
Extensions. Ugh. Just like that. Sorry. Come here, I say gruffly, wrapping my arm around her waist. I press my lips to hers in a slow kiss, enjoying the way her hard nipples brush my chest as she arches into me. I taste Will on her tongue and groan against her mouth.
Okay.
Larson, okay. He likes it. It's a familiar taste for him. Larson needs some recovery time, but apparently has no qualms about making decisions for my penis.
I just pictured him being in the penalty box in hockey.
He's like, fuck,
bench him.
out. His eyes meet mine, burning with intensity. Get your cock hard, Beck. Our girl needs it. Get back in there, dog.
Hurry, stat.
I need you.
She needs you. She's in the middle of the rink.
She's so stressed.
Ugh. Damn, I've never been with anybody like her before. This woman has no inhibitions. When she opens herself up to a new experience, she throws herself head first into it.
Well, yeah.
Same way I do. They have so much in common.
So much in common.
I really like her.
She just made me comment. It has nothing to do with that. I just really dig her.
I love her. The thought lingers at the edge of my mind. No matter how much I try to push it away, I can't let myself go there. Do not
go there.
Can't let myself admit that I might be feeling more than lust for her.
What are these feelings?
That I'm feeling.
Because she's not only here with me, she's here with Will too. And whatever we have, whatever this is, it isn't meant for more than just this.
All right. It's gonna
He's
work
a
out.
sensitive Aussie boy.
Okay.
So,
Ew, is this, and then it goes from that into the fanfic.
yeah.
It's like that?
Yeah, the fanfic has its own chapter. So it's basically whenever Will is editing, somebody always, okay, so like the first time we read it,
He finishes in her mouth and then goes, hang on, I gotta edit this fanfic.
Or he's like, I really like her, then the next chapter is fanfic.
yeah. Like the first time we get the chapter, she sends it to Will to edit, and Beck is using his computer, and he sees it on there, and he reads it.
He's like, bro, you're pros. Wait, you're editing. Excellent grammar.
So do they fuck in the fanfic?
Eventually, yes.
Vanessa doesn't know.
She's like, oh
Well,
yeah,
I
it's
do. They talk about it in the book
Oh,
because Beck ends up sending it to a bunch of people, and
What is going on in this university?
Yeah.
somebody talks about it later, and they talk about when she loses her virginity to Alexander the Great. So I think she's still reading.
My blade, he whispered again, pressing his hips against hers. It's eager for you, Elizabeth. It has longed to pierce your untouched depths, to make you mine. Get the fuck out of here.
That sounds
Get the fuck
great.
outta here.
Great.
Barbara's like, so what chapter is
I'll
this?
send you the link after the show.
I'm good.
Elizabeth gasped. My blade has tasted. Oh wait, I can't think of the accent.
What?
What? My blade has tasted you now, he growled. But is Alexander the Great Italian?
No, he
Roman?
was Roman.
Rome is Italy.
Just do Southern charm.
Roman, not Rome.
Oh,
I don't know.
what?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
Rome was a lot.
Yeah,
It was
like,
a whole area.
Yeah, it was
My
everywhere.
blade has
It was like a
tasted you
whole
now,
thing.
he growled, his voice thick with desire. And I will not stop until you are mine in every way.
You sound like Count
Who
Dracula.
am I, right?
You're mine.
I've lost it. Say it, he demanded.
All right, put the thing away.
Give it to me.
Bookmark that for me.
Okay,
Does
so
the next chapter pick up with Beckett, like my turn?
Yeah, then it goes into
Yeah.
Charlotte's POV.
yeah.
Interrupt the sex scene for.
Well, that was the end of it, and then it'll this.
Yeah, and then
fanfic will
it
come
picks up into her, like, Faith
At
thinks I have a
class.
boyfriend.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying that it
Oh,
was
so
like.
this is literally
smut-
perfect because this is exactly where we're picking back up.
Perfect.
Oh my God, I synced. What?
I'm the queen.
I like when you do it because you always do the robot arms.
I didn't realize I'd do that.
You always do the robot arms. I'm
It's
dead.
very self-contained, whereas like Americans like go, what the fuck? And like your arms, their posture just gets.
It's calm.
I'm an anthropologist.
Okay.
She's a woman in anthropology.
So they go to, like I said, Will is like the public boyfriend.
Right.
And he ends up
But Beck
going.
has feelings.
He doesn't. He really doesn't care.
He does not care.
Honestly is like, I'm not.
I thought he was scared that he was feeling less.
He
more
does.
than
Okay,
less.
he
He
does.
has feelings for her, but is not upset that Will is the public. boy.
Yes. No, not at all. Because he's like, I don't really care about that stuff. He's like, I don't really.
I'm a happy-go-lucky Aussie boy.
Yeah.
And look at him. He's the perfect guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She does feel bad. She feels bad though that Beck isn't there and that they can't present themselves as like a couple, all three
throuple.
of throuple. So she goes outside to call him. She was like, I miss you. I can't wait to fuck you later. Mitch overhears.
Mitch McConnell.
Mitch McConnell?
He
What are you
tells-
doing here?
He tells everybody.
What?
Wandering around.
I knew you were.
He's all confused.
I knew you were a chicken addicted, cum
Okay,
guzzling whore.
that's brave of Mitch McConnell to call someone a chicken.
But this is a new low for you. And then Will overhears it and punches him.
Yeah, he
Oh,
does.
yeah.
Right in the dick.
Yeah.
She
Right
has
in
a
his gobbler.
Yeah, she has a panic attack when they get home. She's worried that everybody's gonna find out.
I know how to help her.
I'm going back to Korea.
Look, stress-induced.
She's going back to
Pant.
Korea.
I'm just
She's gonna. If anybody finds out, they're gonna send her back to
We
Korea.
were making jokes that we were really accurate.
No, she doesn't think that, but she thinks everybody's gonna find out. She's gonna get kicked out of the sorority. She won't be able to get into med school or what is it? Graduate school for biomed.
No way to know.
Yeah. Her
Biomed.
family is gonna be mad at her.
Everything's come
They're gonna
crashing
send
down.
her to
yeah.
Korea, yeah.
Yeah.
So Will tells her that he loves her.
Oh.
Yeah.
You went, oh, I went, oh.
Which
I
is
said,
like,
whoa.
he's like suddenly like, oh, them
No.
finding out is fine now.
I think they kind of like knew something was going on more than just obviously now Will's like her boyfriend in public. So they're definitely like exclusive. They have that conversation at some point.
But exclusive within their own boundaries.
Yeah. So they're definitely like have been feeling, they feel like they've been falling for each other, all three of them. They haven't really like said a whole lot out loud about it other than just more like actions. But he does say like, I love you and I'll protect you. You don't have to worry about anything. We'll be behind you. We'll support you. Yeah. But yeah, they end up fucking. They all
Yeah,
fuck.
because she's stressed.
Yeah, Beck shows up in his towel and she's like, get it off.
Get it off. Whip it out.
Get me off.
Beck always leaves whenever they have sex and she sleeps over. So she always sleeps in the bed with Will alone.
Beck, what are you doing? If I'm not physically near you, then my heart won't be involved, and then I won't be hurt again.
Beck leaves to go back to his room and she follows him. She basically
Does
says...
Will get jealous?
Huh?
Is Will like,
He's
wait, come
snoring.
back?
No, he tells her to go. Only because
He's
they
like, I wanna
had
spread
that
out.
they have that conversation and Beck didn't say anything and then he leaves and so
He's like, chase him.
yeah, basically. And so like he kind of knows like someone needs to break his walls down. She goes in there and basically he's like he's like, Will told you that he loved you. Like, what the fuck? And
Yeah,
she
I
was
was there.
like, I told him that I loved him too, like right before she came in Beck's room. And she was like, and I came in here to tell you that I love you too.
And he says, do you believe in time travel?
He says, I can't say that to you. He was like,
Can you
I'm
write it?
not.
Can you draw
Can you
it?
sign it?
Charades?
Yeah. Hum?
I love it.
Um,
Oh,
Beck's dad shows up. This is a whole nother side story. He wants to move back to Australia. He's accepted a job. The mom kicked him out because she wants to stay in America.
Crocodile Dundee.
So he comes to visit. He confesses to his dad about Charlie and him and Will, only because his dad was like, oh, your new girlfriend seems nice. And he's like, yeah, I really like her. And she was like, well, I just saw her kissing Will. And
Check
he's
this
like,
out, Dad.
Oops.
Hell yeah, kid, raised you right.
He basically tells them that he doesn't think this is healthy for him, only because he knows what he went through when he was in high school. And he's like, I feel like you're setting yourself up for failure because you don't want to see a relationship through.
Okay.
No, he very much wants that. He doesn't believe it will happen. God. You gotta do everything yourself.
Yeah.
Dad ends up
Dead.
no,
Lost at sea?
Him and Will end up alone at some point without Beck.
Do they fuck?
No.
They share Charlie.
He tells him that his girlfriend didn't. He's like, do you know about Beck's ex-girlfriend? He was like, yeah, she cheated. She's a bitch. And he was like, she didn't cheat. She died. She had leukemia.
Oh.
He literally was laying in the bed with her when she passed away.
Oh my God. Trigger warning.
I'm so sorry. But yeah, so obviously he's really fucked up about it, even 4 years later, because he really hasn't talked to anybody about it. They end up confronting him about it. Will confronts him.
So Will didn't know anything about
Everybody
it.
thinks that she cheated on him and that she's just some bitch living in another state with some
He's
guy.
sad.
So Will confronts him in front of Charlie because he wants her to know also. Of course, he's like, I don't want to talk about it, and like runs out of the house. She goes after him. He basically says, I'm scared of losing you. I'm scared because I love you, and I don't know what to do if you decide to leave.
I'm a biomedical engineer.
Yeah, I
will
fine.
simply find the cure. I
Yeah.
have my
Put in the
algorithm
Charlie
telling me
method.
all the things where I won't die. So,
Done.
problem
Yeah.
solved.
Yeah. She didn't have the Charlie method.
Of course, this breaks him down. They're in love, but they're worried about graduation. They're all about to graduate from college. They go to a party as a throuple, like public, like we're together.
Picture them walking and holding hands.
Yeah, basically.
We're here.
Beck ends up deciding to go back to Australia. She gets accepted to a university in Sydney for graduate school.
Bye.
And they ask Will to move with them to Australia. He says no. He was going to, and then he changes his mind the day that they're supposed to leave to go look for their apartment.
Cool.
He wants to stay here and run a campaign for his dad's like
Gross.
opposing candidate or something.
Oh, okay. Back in.
Take it back. Love it.
Back in. Take him down.
All right, Will.
He's basically like, I want to be in politics, but I don't know. I've never been in that world, so I need to see. And he was like, I promise when it's over, I'll come back to you in November.
Just poison your father and head on down to Australia.
Yeah. Just
Beck punches him
Where?
in the face.
No.
like he's like, I can't believe you.
That's pretty much the end.
Do they resolve
What?
any of this?
Yeah.
What?
His
He punches him
candidate,
ends.
his candidate ends up winning, and she is definitely like on.
Is there like some time skip where they're like, we're in November,
Basically,
they won,
yeah.
he's here now?
Basically, like, he finds out that the candidate that he's been backing is not. She started out really great. She had great morals, but as time goes on in her campaign, she ends up slipping and taking routes that are very not aligned with his beliefs.
Right.
Lobbyists got to her. Yeah.
Yes.
totally.
And
Yeah.
so basically he's like, everybody in politics is scum.
Yeah.
And I need to find another way to try to change the world.
Well, we could have told you that earlier.
Yeah.
But he needed to see it with his
He
own
needs to for
eyes.
himself.
True. He had to do it on his own.
Yeah. So he ends up he goes back to Australia, and they are married and in love, and they get a golden retriever.
What's the dog's name?
It's something very nerdy.
Mitch McConnell.
Helix.
Double helix, something or other.
Yeah. Basically.
Does she ever decide whether or not she believes in time travel?
Oh.
She
I mean, they
thinks
did
it's
fly to
possible,
Australia.
but she rips into a lot of the sci-fis because they're not scientifically accurate.
That's fine.
Obviously.
Obviously.
Ice Planet Barbarians was way off.
So
What do the good people at Goodreads think?
had some friends of the pod. Okay, so this book came out February 25th, 2025.
Oh, damn.
Yesterday. Wait,
Yesterday.
what?
Yeah. And
I was like, what month is it? This was yesterday, though.
Like less than a month ago?
Yeah. So I told Emily
Hot
that...
off the presses.
Hot off the presses.
Oh, my God.
Which is probably why it's showing up on my TikTok so much.
There you go.
Wow.
I was telling Emily that I always like wait to check Goodreads Friends of the Pod the day of, and somebody read this yesterday.
Oh, we're witches.
We're synced up. They read it the same time you did.
Let's see.
You're like friend of the pod, Vanessa, read it yesterday.
You were in book jail together.
Oh, yeah. We were. Alicia, who read it yesterday. I really like aspects of this, but there was potential for more. 3 stars.
Okay. A solid 3 stars. It's like a Vanessa 3-star.
There you go.
I think I would give it 3 stars too.
Yeah.
I was really like, why didn't the congressman thing? Like, I kept thinking that there was going to be a big scandal with them finding out their relationship.
Right.
The dad even sends, so there was a hazing incident at another college. So the dad sends like a media team to do like a puff piece and like a video on his team and how they're not about like violence and hazing. So there's literally a camera crew the whole entire book following the hockey team around. And I kept thinking like they're going to get them on footage like talking about it or kissing or something. It was literally for nothing.
Weird.
I haven't read Elle Kennedy, but I feel like it's one of those books where it's like 19 different plot pieces in one, plus fanfic that's completely unrelated.
And
like,
it didn't even, like the dad moving for a job and then the brother and his stuff.
Mitch McConnell and
what was funny is that she was
and then Elizabeth's fucking Alexander the Great.
My blade, my lady.
She's feeling his blade.
She was so afraid to tell her parents that she was moving to Sydney and dating 2 guys. And when she does tell them, her brother admits that he's getting divorced. And then her sister admits that she's a lesbian.
Hell yeah, let's get it all out in one night.
It was just so funny.
Parents like, all of you, back to Korea.
It's yet again like that episode of Friends where all the secrets come out in front of the parents.
Yeah?
I need to stop bringing that up. People are going to stop listening to us.
Tracy says...
It won't be because of that. It'll be because of me.
Oh my God.
Tracy says, this is the most spice-forward book that I've read from Elle Kennedy.
Okay.
And still the characters are lovable and charming and a joy to read. Elle Kennedy wrote this book for us and the ones who've been hooked since the deal. The cameos and the mentions of the Breyer universe in this book continue to give me chills. I'm such a stan for the Breyer University history from prior 2 seasons. I'll never get tired of these people. So I feel like if
Was that a 1-star? That was a 5-star.
That was a 5-star.
Oh, I was like, they really like this.
Friend of the pod.
Friend of the pod. I'm sorry.
So
I love ya.
I feel like that's somebody who's like a super fan of the series, has read all the books, and so they got all the extra information that obviously I was like, what the fuck?
They know all about Elizabeth I already.
Yes.
Yeah. Does Allie Hazelwood, do her universes connect?
They'll show up. I hear rumors that some of her most recent books have some appearances.
Yeah, there's one with like a hand coming out of the water I saw on the bookshelf.
Sure.
I think it's her new one.
deep water. Deep
yeah,
end?
something like that. Deep
The
end.
Deep end.
So Mia reads 1 star. I felt like this book was too long, unnecessary storylines. On the other hand, the really important things like Will and Beckett's friendship seemed to take a back seat. I wasn't really sold on the 3 of them needing to be in a relationship, and I think it could have been better off as all of them just got some therapy.
Literally.
I did think, I mean, obviously I didn't read the other books, so I don't know, and people were excited for their story, so maybe it's covered in the other books.
That would make sense.
But I'm just curious more about their friendship and like how they became friends, because it said that they didn't know each other before coming to college either.
So, but I feel like in all these books too, like all the hockey guys live together.
Yeah.
Like a lot of them are roommates. And
But
so
this really did drop you in mid-adventure.
Yeah.
Don't worry about how we got here. We fucked the same woman all the time.
it's probably good for you.
Currently being Delulu, 1 star. How do you write a MFM with no relationship developed between the 3 of them, and one of the guys leaves at the end for 6 months and be sexually attracted to another woman while he's away, especially when this guy is the one who got the least development in the book?
Will was trying to...
Yeah, she said... So it's not 6 months. It's literally the last chapter. It's a time jump. 6-month time jump, but you don't feel that in the book.
But it is a 6 months in their timeline. It is 6 months. He is like in
and the
America.
Woman that hired him is constantly flirting with him, and he turns her down all the time.
Oh.
Why didn't she stay with Will? So she did choose, because they knew that at the end of the day they were going to go
Beckett
there.
needs to see that she is healthy.
Oh, right, because Beckett also needs to like have some
They already decided that they were going to Australia as the three of them, and they're literally on their way to the airport.
She's
and he's
like, we already ordered stuff.
I can't go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Great. Wish you could have told me yesterday.
Yeah.
So this is a Vanessa 3-star?
Yeah.
Would you read any of her other books?
It makes me want to, but I think the thing about this is the most forward spicy worries me.
Right.
Because I really don't like waiting. Like everybody's like, oh, book 1 is like no sex or hardly any sex or not good sex or whatever. And then you got to read book 2. So I think that's another reason why like jumping ahead is so good because I feel like people develop over time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know.
And you want...
I don't really feel like these scenes were very long either.
Right.
It didn't seem like it.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe the fanfic really is building something in there, but
yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't feel like a super Vanessa book.
Yeah. I did like it though.
Yeah.
It's a good little, I feel like
I like that it wasn't a whole lot. There was enough, she was giving herself enough drama.
Yeah.
You know? I'm glad that there wasn't no like true third act breakup. It was more like a pause. Like I need to figure something out. We just graduated from college.
Yeah.
I need to live my life.
I gotta figure out who I am.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't skip ahead like 8 years to where they're like, we're pregnant. We're expecting our second and we're now, you know.
Yeah.
She's still in school.
She's still in school.
She's doing it.
She's got that dog, Helix.
Golden Retriever.
Maybe we should get a golden retriever.
Us? All of us?
Yeah.
Oh,
Alyssa
like
has one.
it would be like the class hamster where we have to pass it around and babysit it.
Yes, Tyson would hate it.
It's
Poor
your
Tyson.
Tyson can't.
Yeah.
It's your week.
Anyways, if you have a golden retriever that you want to give us, let us know.
Thank you.
Love you. If you are in a MFM
or an MMF.
MMMF, and let us know. Were we correct about
that's
that?
3 M's.
MMMF. Who knows? That's pucking around.
That is.
Everywhere on the internet, Clutch My Pearls Pod. You can like and subscribe to our YouTube while we're still there. You can join our Patreon where we are forever, hopefully. And
Everybody's gonna boot us.
yeah, until we have to go to like OnlyFans or something just to talk.
Yeah, we're banned everywhere now.
Yeah, I don't know. But until then, you can follow us everywhere on the internet.
ClutchMyPearlsPod.com.
At ClutchMyPearlsPod.com. Oh yeah, we have the internet. We have the website. ClutchMyPearls.com.
We have the internet.
We have the internet.
We have purse.
We have an algorithm.
Yeah. Today was April Fool's.
I think it is April Fool's.
That's the joke.
That was our joke that we forgot.
We're fools.
Thanks for everything. If you're on Patreon, see you Monday. For everyone else, see you next Tuesday. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Oi. Oi. What?